Have you ever stopped working just because you felt tired and later wished you had kept going? Today's conversation might completely change the way you think about success.
That's such an interesting question, Sarah. I think almost everyone has experienced that feeling at some point.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Podcast, where learning English is simple, practical, and fun. I'm Sarah, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jack. And today's discussion is about one simple sentence that can change the way you study, work, and achieve your goals.
Really? Now I'm excited. So, what's today's topic?
Today's topic is don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
I really like that quote. It's short, but it carries a powerful message. It reminds us to keep going instead of giving up.
Exactly. Sometimes we feel tired before we reach our goal, but that's not the right time to quit.
This idea is especially important when you're learning English. Progress comes from consistency, not from being perfect.
That's true. And this lesson isn't only for English. It also helps with work, studying, exercise, or even simple household chores.
Yes, even cleaning your room becomes easier when you decide to finish the task instead of stopping halfway.
Before we continue, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us on Daily English Podcast. We're so happy you're here.
If you're enjoying this podcast, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us.
All right, Sarah, let's get started and understand this quote step by step.
Sounds good. Let's begin with the first word. Jack, what does tired mean?
Tired means you don't have much energy. Your body feels weak, your eyes feel heavy, and you just want to take a break.
Exactly. When you're tired, you usually want to sit down, relax, or even take a short nap.
Now, let's talk about the word done. What does done mean, Sarah?
Done means something is completely finished. There is nothing left to do because the task has been completed.
For example, you can say, my homework is done, or the food is done. In both sentences, the work is completely finished.
Exactly. The message is simple. Don't stop just because you feel tired. Stop only after you've completed what you plan to do.
I like that idea, but honestly, it isn't always easy. Sometimes being tired makes it really hard to continue.
That's true. Let's use learning English as an example, because many of our listeners experience this.
Yes, learning English takes time. You study, listen, practice, and after a while, your mind starts feeling exhausted.
I know that feeling. Sometimes I read an English book for a few pages, and then my eyes begin to feel heavy.
Exactly. At that moment, you just want to close the book and do something more relaxing.
Like watching TV. It feels much easier than studying English.
But here's the important question. Have you actually finished today's lesson?
Most of the time, the answer is no. You're tired, but your goal still isn't complete. So instead of quitting, you should try to keep going until you've finished what you planned.
That's right. But here's a question, Sarah. What if someone feels too tired to continue?
Then maybe the goal is simply too big. Trying to finish an entire book in one day can be overwhelming.
Exactly. A smaller goal works much better. For example, read 2 pages or study for just 10 minutes.
I like that. 10 minutes sounds much easier, even when you're feeling tired.
And once those 10 minutes are over, you've reached your goal. You're done for today.
That's a great feeling, because even though you're tired, you know you completed your task.
Yes, and finishing your goal gives you confidence. You can proudly say, I did it.
But imagine stopping early and spending the rest of the time watching TV instead.
At first, it feels relaxing, but later you realize you didn't improve your English at all.
Exactly. Then you're not only tired, but also disappointed because you made no progress.
I'd much rather feel tired and proud than tired and disappointed.
Me too. That's why taking small steps every day is so important.
Let's look at another example. Exercise. Sarah, do you enjoy exercising?
Yes, I do. My favorite activity is walking because it's simple, healthy, and relaxing.
That's a great choice. Imagine your goal is to walk for 30 minutes.
I start walking. The first 10 minutes feel easy, but after 15 minutes, my legs begin to feel tired.
I know that feeling. Then you notice a nice bench, and suddenly you want to sit down.
Exactly. It feels so tempting to stop and take a long rest.
But remember your goal. Was it 15 minutes or 30 minutes?
It was 30 minutes, so even though I'm tired, I still haven't finished.
That's the most important moment. You have to decide whether to quit or keep going.
I remind myself that I want to feel proud after finishing, not disappointed for giving up.
That's the right mindset. You don't have to walk fast. Slow down if you need to, but don't stop.
Step by step, I keep moving. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and finally, 30 minutes.
And that's it. Your goal is complete. You're tired, but more importantly, you're done.
I feel strong, proud, and happy because I reached my goal.
Exactly. That's the best part. You finished what you started, and now you've truly earned your rest.
I like that idea. Rest feels much more satisfying after you've completed your work.
Right. It isn't about quitting because you're tired. It's about relaxing because you're finished.
That's a big difference. When you complete your task first, your break becomes a reward.
Let's look at another everyday example. The kitchen after dinner.
Oh no, I think many people can relate to this one.
Imagine you've cooked dinner, enjoyed your meal, and now you're full, comfortable, and feeling exhausted.
Then you look around and see dirty plates, glasses, pots, and a messy kitchen waiting for you.
And suddenly, the couch starts looking much more attractive than the sink.
Exactly. You think, I'll clean everything tomorrow.
But that's usually where the problem begins. Tomorrow sounds easy, but it often creates more stress.
That's true. The next morning, you walk into the kitchen and all the dirty dishes are still waiting for you.
Now you're no longer tired, but you feel annoyed because the work is still unfinished.
And starting the day with a messy kitchen doesn't feel very good.
So instead of delaying the job, what should you do?
I remind myself, no excuses. I'll finish it now. Then I wash the dishes, clean the table, and put everything away.
It might take only 15 or 20 minutes, but when you're finished, the kitchen looks clean again.
Exactly. After that, I can finally sit on the couch and relax without worrying about unfinished work.
And that rest feels even better because you know you've earned it.
Yes, I'm still tired, but now I also feel proud of myself.
That's an important word, proud. It means you're happy because you completed something successfully.
I think that's the real reward. A clean kitchen, a peaceful mind, and the chance to relax without guilt.
Exactly. Sometimes the harder choice now creates a happier feeling later.
While the easier choice, putting everything off until tomorrow, often creates more problems.
That's why this quote is so meaningful. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
It applies to studying, exercising, cleaning, and almost every goal in life.
None of these tasks are always fun, but finishing them gives you a wonderful sense of achievement.
I agree. That feeling of saying, I completed it, is one of the best rewards.
But here's an interesting question, Sarah. If finishing feels so good, why do people still give up so easily?
That's a great question. I think our minds naturally look for comfort, and stopping feels easier than continuing.
That's true. Our brains naturally choose comfort. A soft couch or a warm bed always feels more inviting than hard work.
Exactly. Working takes effort, while relaxing feels easy. That's why we often feel tempted to stop.
But staying comfortable doesn't help us grow. Sarah, what does progress really mean?
Progress means moving forward, improving yourself, and becoming better, little by little, every day.
Right. Learning new English words is progress. Finishing your workout is progress. Even cleaning your room is progress.
And every small step brings you closer to your goals and gives you a reason to feel proud.
So, choosing comfort now may feel good for a moment, but choosing effort brings much bigger happiness later.
I completely agree. Hard work today creates confidence and satisfaction tomorrow.
Now, here's an important question. When you feel tired and want to quit, what should you do?
Let's share 3 simple secrets that can help everyone stay motivated.
Secret number 1: always remember why you started in the first place. For example, maybe you're learning English to travel, meet new people, study abroad, or get a better job.
Exactly. When you remember your reason, it's easier to keep going, even when you're tired.
Instead of thinking about how difficult the task feels, focus on the future you're working toward. Secret number 2: break your goal into small, manageable steps. Don't tell yourself you'll study for 3 hours. That sounds difficult and discouraging.
Instead, study one lesson, practice 5 sentences, or spend just 10 focused minutes learning.
Small goals are easier to finish, and every completed step builds your confidence.
And after finishing one small goal, you'll often feel ready to do another. Small actions repeated every day create big results over time.
Now for secret number 3. Give yourself a reward after finishing your work.
I love that idea. Rewards make the journey more enjoyable. For example, finish your study session first, then enjoy your favorite coffee or snack.
Or complete your walk and then relax while listening to your favorite music.
The reward feels much more special because you've earned it through your effort.
So let's quickly review. First, remember your goal. Second, take small steps. Third, enjoy your reward after finishing.
Follow these 3 habits and you'll stop because you're done, not simply because you're tired.
I feel inspired already, and I hope our listeners feel the same way.
We truly believe in every one of you. Learning English isn't always easy, but every bit of practice makes a difference.
There will be days when you feel tired or think your progress is too slow.
But don't give up. Remember why you started, keep taking small steps, and trust the process.
Even learning just 3 new English words today is progress, and every bit of progress counts.
After you've completed your goal, celebrate it with a small reward and enjoy the feeling of success.
Keep believing in yourself, because every completed task brings you one step closer to your dream.
This has been such a meaningful conversation, Sarah. I think today's message is something everyone can use.
I agree. It's a simple quote, but it can completely change the way we think about work and success.
And with that, it's time for us to say goodbye.
Thank you so much for joining us on Daily English Podcast. We really appreciate you spending your time with us.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up.
Before you go, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments about one small goal you plan to finish this week.
It could be studying one English lesson, reading one chapter, exercising, or completing any task you've been delaying.
We always enjoy reading your comments, and they inspire other learners too. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
We'll see you in the next episode of Daily English Podcast. Take care.
Bye, everyone, and keep practicing your English every single day.